Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and I just looked at my little my battery meter and realized I need to change my battery, so hang on one second. Let's try this again. Now, I know it's Saturday, I don't make videos on Saturday. I got a box here, I'm trying to make sure there's no addresses on there. It's a rather large box. It is on the floor and it is... it's about this high. I know you guys can't see, but it's alright. I'm going to cut it open. I'm going to make an attempt to surgically remove this from the box. And while we're waiting for me to open this, you guys can take guesses what you think is in this big giant box. It is something that has been on my wish list for quite a while now. And I finally bought one because it was on sale. It was on sale. So, you guys, if you guys have been watching my POW videos or any of my tutorials as of late, you'll know that I have been having issues with the arm, the overhead arm. It's a overhead camera mount that holds the camera facing down on my desk. And I thought this was going to be a box in a box. You know, sometimes they'll send it in a box, but it's a box in a box. It's not a box in a box. It's the thing in a box. We'll get to that in a minute. So I was on Amazon and I was looking for overhead mounts. I've been researching them for the past several weeks now, trying to find one that is not ridiculously expensive, because they can be very expensive. But I wanted an upgrade from the kind that I have, because what the problem I'm having, I should probably show you with my better hand. It holds my phone like this, and it faces the phone downward, so the good part of the camera, which is on the back of the phone, is facing down, and I can see what's happening on the screen. Yeah, that's Garth Brooks. And what's happening is there's a ball joint here, and the ball joint cannot tighten enough to hold the weight of my phone. Actually, it holds it this way. So it holds it this way so that I can see the screen and the camera is pointing down at the phone. Well, the ball joint that is right here keeps drifting. So the weight of the phone is either drifting it this way or drifting it that way. And I don't notice it because I'm looking at my hands trying to work on whatever is happening, and I'll look at the camera and it's drifted. And I say that in the video, I bring attention to it so you guys know that I realize that it's happening and it's a pain in the neck and I just need a new arm mount. That's not what's in this box. While I was on, that's actually plastic and feels cheap, so that's a little disappointment. While I was on Amazon, other stuff that I look up on Amazon will pop up and be like, hey, you looked at this, it's on sale right now. So let me just show you. This is Brune Hilda. Brune Hilda is a dress form, a mannequin if you will. She's a dress form. She's very old. Her legs are wrought iron. Her inside framing is wrought iron. She's very heavy. She's a size extra small, and she does expand to a size medium, I think. But the problem is like her gears are all metal and iron and they're not in the best shape. And her cover, her skin on her body was really bad. I got her at the thrift store. I paid like, I think $10 for her. She's amazing. She's antique. I love her. But she's an extra small and I'm not. So I've been on the lookout for a plus size dress form, and they are like $300. I did not pay that for this. I think I paid $176, but they only had a couple left. So I'm gonna attempt to take her out. Yeah, she already, oh, she's so pretty. Look how big she is. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so she is a full figure dress form. She feels very cheap compared to Brune Hilda, but that kind of is the way of everything. Her measurement dials on the side. Hang on, I will show you guys. Let me unbag her. She feels very cheap compared to Brune Hilda, but I just think that's the way the world is. They make everything as cheap as possible and then charge you an arm and a leg. She is expandable. She has a leg. Oh, the leg feels solid. Let's see if I can put her on the ground. So, when I put her together, I might put her together on camera. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I've never bought one that I had to put together before. This is heavy duty metal. Her body feels very lightweight though. And of course, everything's at the very bottom of the box. The things you have to do when one of your hands is not functional. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. I'll turn you back this way. Brune Hilda is going to be a little bit jealous. Brune Hilda is not going anywhere. I'm still going to have her in the room. And as a matter of fact, we're going to be doing some heavy duty rearranging in this room. I had a bug in my butt to move everything around. So I want to take all of these shelves and put them on the mirror wall and block off the mirror wall, because I want this wall to be open so I can actually hang stuff on the wall. And because I can't hang anything on the giant mirror wall, don't mind my desk, that's a giant mirror wall, okay? I can't hang anything up there unless I have like suction cups or sticky things, and I want to actually have stuff on my wall in here. I have more Disney art that I want to hang in here. I just want this to feel more like my home office and not like, it's so cluttered right now, and everything needs to be rearranged, and I just want to move the shelves. I've wanted them on that wall for a long time. The walls in here are dark gray, and I kind of want to do like that wall a lighter color. Maybe. I gotta get a hold of myself. So I wanted a bigger mannequin doll that better represents my body. I love Brune Hilda. She has worked really good for me. I love that she's antique. I love that she's wrought iron and heavy. That's my girl back there. We've been together for a long time. But I wanted a fat girl. I need a fat girl in my life. As I think we all need a fat girl in our life. So, I'm going to put this together. I'm so excited that I got my bigger girl. I'm so excited. She's my birthday gift to myself. I'm really happy. I don't know what these little plastic caps for. I should probably read this. Now, she's got adjustable things on her body that open her body up to be fatter. And I'm probably not going to use it at her fullest because I don't think I need to. I'm not designing clothes based off of her body, so I don't need her to be an exact size. But it's helpful to have a bigger size so that my shawls aren't hanging off of a tiny little body, because I made them for myself. So let's see if we don't speak this language. I don't know what language that is. Let's see. This is the stand. And it says something about these legs go in the bottom. I hope this is sturdy. I hope we don't have... I should probably read that. What does that say? Insert rounded end of the leg into the base until flared end is flush with the base. Okay. Rounded end. Flared end. So we gotta jam this in the hole till it gets to that end. Let's see. Well, this way? Which way? Which way? Which way do we put it in the hole? Oh, top to bottom. That makes sense. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, that's her leg. That's easy enough. See? Usually I have to have Mr. Cinnamon do this for me. I don't have to. I'm fully capable. I just don't like doing this myself. I'd rather have... All right, that was easy enough. Now, step 2. Should probably have my glasses on. I hope you guys don't mind watching me put her together. I'm so excited. Now, while we're doing this, think of a name for her, because Brune Hilda is spelled B-R-U-H-N Hilde. So I picked that because I am of German heritage mostly. I have a lot of other stuff. I'm a true American mutt. I have all kinds of things in my bloodline, but I have, the majority of it is German and or English. So with some French Canadian in there. I want a unique name that is not your normal run-of-the-day Jennifer type name. So you guys brainstorm. It can be an ethnic name of any ethnicity. I just want a unique name that fits my fat girl persona over there, okay? So Brune Hilda. I picked Brune Hilda mostly because it sounds like a witch name. And not like a bad witch with like the evil cackle, like the mystical witches, you know? And Brune Hilda because it's like, it's a German style name. And I'm sure people will correct me if they disagree with that opinion, but... Alright, let's see. Number 2, neck finial. Stand dress form on the floor. Place bottom of finial over inner neck disc. Huh? Alright. Let's see first of all if this stands up. Do I kind of feel like that though? It's kind of weird. That does not stand up straight at all. Am I missing a step? Yeah, I was missing a step. Make it flat. I don't know if I can. My hand. Woo-wee. I might need Mr. Cinnamon in here. Alright, there we go. It's like one of those turbines that you see out in the middle of nowhere, that, you know, the air things. Right now, let's see. Does it stand up? Oh yeah, that's pretty sturdy. Okay, neck finial. This is a head finial. This is going to be whatever her name is. Her head. Oh, do I need a screwdriver? Yes. She feels very, very plasticky in her head. Let me just... I'm going to tip this big old box on my side so I can lift her up. My mama always said work smarter, not harder. Alright, now, where does this go? So yeah, she needs a name. She is voluptuous. She's beautiful. She got stuff on her. I will tell you her measurements in a little bit because they're on her body. But I need to concentrate. Okay. Stand dress form on the floor. Okay, she's not on the floor, but place bottom of finial over the neck, the inner neck disc. This thing maybe? Yes. Alright, got it. Got it. And then use a Phillip head screwdriver not included to tighten the screw. And you know, I was just complaining the other day that Mr. Cinnamon had tools in here. Now let's see if he left me a screwdriver. He did not. I have pliers. I do not have... I don't want to use my good scissors. I don't think I can do that with my hand. Let me go get a screwdriver. Mr. Cinnamon to the rescue. So, let's see how easy this is to screw in. I'm surprised he didn't bring me his hand drill. That would have been easier. Alright, that's going to be good enough. If I need it tighter, I will have him fix it later. So she's on. That's her little head knobby thing. Now, Brune Hilda over there has like a metal screw thingy on her head that looks like an old faucet handle, so it's like a circle with like an X in the middle. It's very primitive looking, but I like it. I think it looks cool. This is more of a fancy Hobby Lobby type knob thing. Alright, so we got step 2 done. Step 3, extending pole. I extended right there. She seems to be kind of tall. Like, that's pretty tall. I mean, I'm sitting down, but I don't know if it could have went any higher. These directions are confusing. I don't know what this thing is. What is this thing? Anybody know what this is? Is that for measuring height? Maybe that's for measuring height. I don't know. I still don't know what this thing is. It's got like a clampy thing on it. It says inches, centimeters. I don't know. Anyway, so I extended it pretty tall. Pretty tall. I'm so excited when she came. I'm still waiting. I did order my overhead arm. I'm waiting for that to come today. Extending the pole, attaching form to stand, turn top section of pole height adjuster counterclockwise to loose. I already did that. Extend inner pole 12 inches. I don't know if I did that. Turn adjuster counterclockwise to tighten. It's tight. Loosen thumb screw on pole bracket. Slide up to 3 inches from the top of the pole. And tighten screw. Okay, so I think that's what this thing is. 3 inches. Let's say 3 inches from the top of the pole. That's not what this thing is. Nope. That's not what this is at all. I think they're talking about this thing right here. That looks about 3 inches. Alright, now, next step. Next step. Loosen thumb screw on pole bracket and slide bracket. Did that. Place dress form on inner pole. Say 3 inches. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's pretty darn close. Tighten. Alright, now let's put her on top. Let's see if we can do this without dropping her. She's not super heavy. Like I said, she feels, that's what the inside of her body looks like. It's very like lightweight, cheap. It feels cheap. It feels cheap for having spent almost $200 on it. It feels cheap. Alright. Wow, that is really tall. That's her booty. Ooh, booty, booty. Okay, so I may have to lower her. I really don't need the box anymore. Now, she's on the inner pole. Okay, now what? Adjusting dress form to body measurements. Do not adjust dials to final measurement all at once. All dials at bust. They're talking about these dial thingies. All dials at busts, waist, and hips should be adjusted gradually around the dress form to avoid tension that may make dial difficult. Okay, well, we're not going to mess with that because I think she's fine as big as she is. We don't need to make her fatter. If you are unable to adjust a dial, increase adjustments immediately above and below. Always check measurements with a tape measure. Because while this is marked, and I know you guys can't see unless I zoom you in, this has measurements. So it says 139 or 55. So I think 139 is the centimeters, 55 inches is the inch thing. So right now she's at 129 or 51 inches at this one. And this one says that it is 41 inches. And then the top ones say 48 inches. So I mean, she's not my exact measurement. She's smaller than me, but like, I think that she's close enough in size that I don't need to adjust her out. I don't feel like this, is there something I'm supposed to connect here? Oh yeah. She's got a screw thing on her. I was wondering why she was moving around so easily. Yeah, that's way more secure. I'm going to lower her. Okay, there we go. That's more reasonable. That's much more reasonable. All right, there we have that. I think everything. I got cut off because my memory card is now full. So anyway, I figured out what that doohickey thing was. This is for putting a hem on, and it connects over the handle like this, and then you can like use this to clip the. I don't think I'm gonna attach that because that just seems like something that is gonna snag on my yarn, and I think she is all the way put together. Right now, let's get this big giant box out of the way. Put her back there. Now, she is a huge, huge difference next to Brune Hilda. Let me put them side by side. The irony of this is very much like, this is what I feel like next to one of my sisters. So, it's funny. It's funny. Brune Hilda's teeny tiny. I grabbed some recent makes to try on our new friend here. To see what these look like on her versus what they looked like on Brune Hilda. Now keep in mind, this is supposed to go off the shoulders. That looks so much better on her than it did on Brune Hilda. Now what I may do, I'm probably going to do, is get a gray tank top very much like this and put it on her so that you can't see the black dials. But holy mackerel, that looks so much better on her. No offense, Brune Hilda babe, but like, you're wearing your clothes too big, honey. So, I'm so excited. Oh, that looks so much better on her. The little pin is shifted. Alright, let's try something else. This makes me so happy. Fat girl fashion. This is my bathing suit cover up that I made. Now this is going to be really low cut on her because this is meant to go over my bathing suit. I had this sewn up closed mostly here, but I lost a thread and it came open, and then I realized that I'm okay with it being opened because I wear this over my bikini. That looks so much better on her than Brune Hilda. Look at oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. That was well worth the money. Alright, so now we get to name her. I'm gonna let you guys help me because I have no idea what her name should be, what I want her name to be. And it's gonna be so much fun putting clothes on her now. I am going to keep them both here. They're gonna stay in the room with me because I adore Brune Hilda. I love her. I really love everything about her, except she's just too skinny for my clothes. However, she's beneficial when I'm making smaller stuff. So, and then I think once I get my room rearranged and I get all those shelves on the, all of the shelves are not going to fit on that wall because they don't all fit on this wall. I think I'm going to move most of them over here. The printer station may stay here, and it probably will. This will probably stay here, but this wall will be open, and then my desk is probably going to go over there instead of on this wall, which it is now. So there's going to be a lot of rearranging and a lot of work, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm going to start moving stuff around a little bit this weekend, but I still am having a lot of problems with this hand specifically. I had to take 7 Motrin over the course of all day yesterday, and I don't take medicine. So that should tell you how much pain that this hand specifically is giving me. I can't even crochet, and that's bothering me because it's making me bored. So, I love her. I love her. I'm so happy. I'm all about promoting body positivity and about actually seeing what it looks like on as close to my body size as it is. Now that she does expand, like I said, her bust right now is a 48. She expands up to a 54. My natural size is like 58. So, she is significantly smaller than me here. And her hips expand to 57 here. So she's smaller than me, but I think she's like a 3X and my body is like a 4X. So I think it's going to be just fine. And right now I think she's probably at like a, I don't know what size she is, but I'm very happy. Definitely worth the money. I will link her below, an Amazon link, in case anybody needs one of these in their lives. In case there's any other plus size podcasters out there that would like to have one of these, or plus size designers that do shows, she would be fantastic for doing a show. But like I said, I'm going to probably cover her so that I don't see these, because I think those are ugly. And I could always expand her body and then cover her. But when you open these up, there's like a gap. Like this opens up and there's like a gap. So there's like an opening, and I don't really like that. But that's okay. She's so pretty. Alright guys. Thank you so much for watching this really strange Saturday episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I could not wait to share her. I could not wait to open her, and I wanted you guys to see, and I really wanted you guys to take part in helping me to name her. Because, you know, she's going to be in all of my videos. So, I'm very, very excited. I will, like I said, I will link her. I don't know if the price will continue to be under $200. Like I said, she's been $300 for months, and I just did not have $300 to buy her. But I'm very glad I did. She does feel, she's lightweight in the body. She's very thin. Whereas Brune Hilda is like wrought iron and heavy. And so I just have to keep in mind this is a modern day dress form, and that is a, you know, back in the day dress form. I don't even know how old Brune Hilda is, because like I said, she is wrought iron. And if you look really close, this is what her underbody looks like before I recovered her. See, this is what I was telling you about her head. She does open up and expand, but she's seen better days, and she is like heavy duty. She's like wood under there or something. So, but I do have to be careful with her because her key lock, she's got a key lock under here, like this one, that turns to lock her in place, and just randomly she will just drop because it's really old wrought iron. So, I'm really surprised she didn't fall when I tilted her like that. But she's got really cool claw foot and feet. She's a cool specimen. I'm just going to keep her forever, but we needed an upgrade. We needed a bigger body. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. I will, of course, see you Monday. I have nothing that I have made. Not a single thing. I am working on a test pattern for a beautiful dress. I'm very excited about that. But I have only completed the top bodice part of the dress before my hands gave out entirely. So now the dress is on a timeout until I can... And I don't know what it is about the dress that hurt my hands so bad. It's a new set of patterns that I've never, like the stitch is so amazing, but it's a pattern that I really have to think and concentrate to where my head hurts. It is almost an expert level pattern, and I really have to concentrate, which I'm having a hard time doing because of life. And then the stitch it's not hard, but the movement of my hands to create the beautiful elaborate stitch work in the bodice really was painful. And so now I'm like, okay, I need to take a break. And then the belt is really cool, but the belt, I worked really tight stitches so that it was more closed instead of opened. And so that contributed to a lot of pain. And so I'm having pain in my wrist and my whole hand is just lit up. I actually woke up this morning and like I could feel like hot spiraling in my hand like this. It was the weirdest sensation. I've never felt anything like that. I was like, okay, something's clearly going on with my hands. So this is some weird flare up that I've never had before, but it's fine. I'm taking care of it. I'm soaking it in hot Epsom's water, or hot Epsom salt, not water. I guess there's water in it. I'm keeping it with my bandage on it because the bandage just causes a little bit of compression. And I have been asked about these. These are the copper gloves. I got these at either CVS or Walgreens. They also sell them at Walmart. And I was asked, do they help? This one has a wrist strap. It helps give me support and it compresses, so it kind of eases the pain a little bit. But I don't know who it's going to help, or I mean, everybody's different, and sometimes they help and sometimes they don't help at all. So today is not really helping, but it's keeping enough compression on me to help control the swelling and to limit my movements enough that it's not causing extra strain on my hand. And I totally lost this one, which is why I'm not wearing two. But I did get asked about those. And hopefully by, like I said, Monday, we're not going to have anything to show you for Monday makes because I cannot crochet anything. I'm still going to come on and we're going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And then Thursday, my new overhead arm is supposed to be here today as well. Till Thursday for PYOW. Hopefully that is all set up and my hand is feeling better so that I can start the watermelon bag tutorial. I have been asked to do a crochet and a knit version of that, so I'm going to work on that, but I cannot do the knit one until I'm healed up because knitting hurts my hands really bad, whereas crochet just hurts my hands. So we're gonna play next week by ear. Also with the birthdays and the anniversary coming up and the first day of school and then getting the kid back to college, and she also is going to teach a secondary camp this next week. So there's a lot going on. We're just gonna play next week and probably the next 2 weeks by ear, and if there's missing videos it's because chaos. Life, children, pain, something. So with all of that, I'm gonna go because dinner is almost done. Oh, it smells so good. I chopped up some pork and it is stewing in some red chili sauce that I made. I have a ton of dried chilies of all variety in the kitchen, so I soak them and then I turn them into almost like an enchilada sauce. So it's a red chili sauce. It's not hot. You could make it hot, but like some of the people in the house cannot handle heat. You can make it hot, but it's a mild chili sauce. It's got a ton of flavors, and you just stew the pork in it. Serve it with Mexican rice. You can put it in a burrito. You can put it in a taco. It's a really wet meat, though. But it's smelling so good, and, like, I'm ready. Until the sun is shining right here. I should probably put my light on this side. Balance it out a little bit. There we go. Alright. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to let you go. Give me names for her in the comments, please. Next week, maybe we'll have a name reveal. And I don't care what her name is. I just want something unique. Something unique. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.